So Joe, I wanted to ask you about this whole advanced TV world and the need for attribution, the need for some sort of currency, a lot of expectations around this burgeoning sector, a lot of things coming up, but a lot of needs for solutions. So tell us how TVSquared is approaching this sort of advanced TV world beyond what linear work you've done so extensively in the past.
Sure. So TVSquared has recently launched their advanced TV platform. What does that mean? Andy, there's a lot of confusion in the marketplace around CTV, OTV, whatever, OTT, whatever acronym you want to use. Why did we do it? So from our linear days that we work with thousands of advertisers. And what we wanted to do was cut through the confusion and be able to offer an attribution platform that measures linear and digital in the same platform, right? So it was interesting this morning on Nicole's opening about ampersand and better together and all the rest of it. This kind of plays to that theme, which is you need to know what your linear is doing to be able to test and learn on your digital strategy. So what we wanted to do for our advertisers was to say, you can come to TVSquared and you can measure and have metrics and analytics for attribution for linear and digital. So what does that mean? It means that they can then say, okay, some of my stuff over here in linear doesn't seem to be working very well, so I'm going to move some of those media dollars over to a digital budget where I can test and learn, but I'm still seeing my attribution and my measurement all in the same place.
Great. So tell us how the roadmap is for your product launch and where you expect it to evolve over the next 6 to 12 months.
Sure. We are in it. So since we started talking publicly about being able to measure advanced TV in the same platform, we've been inundated by our advertisers saying, wait a minute, you can now measure all of my digital stuff and my linear stuff in the same place. And I want to call out a key differentiator, Andy, because I think it's really important, and I think it's really important for the industry. We've talked a lot about panel size and the availability of data sets based on ACR technology. What's different about TVSquared's approach to advanced TV is that we're actually working very closely with the publishers, with the streaming services, with the virtual MVPDs to tag the ad server. What does that mean? That means that you don't necessarily need to be on an ACR smart TV panel to actually see the ad. So what that means is TVSquared is capturing every single impression and feeding that back into their attribution model, and you can see all of it in the same place.
So what are the sort of the main asks from the buyers around attribution, around this digital video or around OTT or CTV, what you want to call it? What are sort of their expectations around performance that might be different than linear?
Sure. I think it's really starting to focus more on the consumer. And it's interesting, we come from this world of talking about ratings and viewership and GRPs, and actually we kind of forget about why we're doing it. So what the digital stuff is doing for us, think about it, especially in direct-to-consumer, where we've got digitally minded CMOs who are used to consuming metrics and analytics as their norm. They're saying, okay, now I can start to see my metrics cut however which way I want. So rather than just talking about age and gender, we're now able to display pretty much anything you want to see. And I think what that does is it ties us back to the consumer journey. Why is that important? Because it's the consumer that's going to end up spending more ad dollars on digital and linear, especially in verticals like direct to consumer, where we've already seen across a lot of the brands that we've talked about previously, them pouring money into television. Whereas traditionally they were digital shops, they're now coming in and saying, what should my mix look like, Joe? I'm going to spend some on linear, I'm going to spend some on digital. The new currency is performance. Tell me what I need to buy such that I can drive my sale, I can drive my conversion, I can drive some level of customer engagement that keeps that client coming back for more every day.